Hello, beautiful people. So I did not get to come on as I hoped that I would have earlier today. And I am going to talk about a few things. Number one, I went to the Rebel conference this weekend in Richmond, and it was amazing. It was so incredible to be around so many women who were kind and who wanted to meet me and who wanted to learn about what I did and vice versa. Because I just love to connect. I love to meet people. I love to learn more about them, who they are, what they stand for. And so it was just such a wonderful community of that. So inspirational. I met some amazing people. I need to actually write in the comments all of the cool people and speakers and books that were available. But Rebel was wonderful. So I wanted to get on today. One of the things that women say a lot is this quote of what's wrong with me? I don't know what's wrong with me. Or why am I doing this all the time? Something must be wrong with me. And so this concept of what is wrong with me is forever getting in our way, I believe. I do it. I have done it. I consciously try to make sure that I don't forever walk around saying what is wrong with me, but it definitely comes out of my thoughts. It definitely comes out of my mind and my mouth every once in a while, but it's something that has been an epidemic that we just need to break. Because when we inherently believe within our subconscious brain that something is wrong with us, then that is what we start manifesting in our life. Is we start finding examples of ways that we are doing things incorrectly or that something isn't lining up for our good. We start feeling like our bodies are not working for us, that something is wrong with our body. When the truth is that everything is working for you. Everything is working for you. And that is from a divine, beautiful, higher vibrational perspective of everything is working for your good. Even the things that drive you absolutely crazy, that are trying to tear up your day, that feel like they're trying to tear up your day, that make you question every single thing you know and you believe, those are also working for your good. And it is, in my personal belief, our mission and we've got to put on the glasses, we got to put on the Sherlock Holmes hat. And I wish there was a female counterpart of Sherlock Holmes. I'm sure there is. I don't know who she is, but tell me and write that in the comments. And I would love to reference her instead of Sherlock Holmes. But we need to put on the hat of really looking into how is this thing for us that we think is wrong with us, that we think is harming us or causing us trouble. How is it really our biggest superpower? One of the women that I met this weekend, Eva, she was an incredible speaker. And afterwards, I went up and had a lovely conversation with her. And one of the things that we talked about was she looked me in the eyes because I was willing to share with her what I thought was my biggest shame point and my biggest bugaboo that just drives me crazy and that I constantly keep coming up against. And she looked me dead in the eyes and she said, "Sara, that is your superpower." And so I want to say to all of you, anyone who's watching this or ever watches this, draw up into your mind the thing that just drives you crazy or that you feel like, what is wrong with me? Why can't I get past this? And that thing or that story or that belief is usually your biggest superpower too. Mine, I don't even really know where it comes from because most of the time when I mention this to people, they're like, that doesn't even make any sense. But mine is that I, a lot of times, don't feel like I'm doing a good enough job. Doesn't matter what it is. I'm noticing right now in my business, I don't feel like I'm doing a good enough job. If you put me in front, anything that I do. And because of that, on the positive spectrum of it, it helps me master so many things. But on the negative aspect of it, it really brings me down and can hurt and make me question so many things sometimes. So that's one of them for me. Trying to think of another one. I know there's other ones. But that brings me to also wanting to step into why is it that I am engaging in the Finish Strong program. So starting on Sunday, we will start, you, me, all of us who decides to join me will be engaging in the Finish Strong program. I will be leading you, and we will have a beautiful community of women who are gathering together so that we can, from this point forward until the beginning of 2020, have hands-on support, over the phone, in-person support, and guided meditations and mindfulness so that we are finishing the year strong. So many women and men, anybody, it really doesn't matter, but everybody gets to this point of the year and we start going into survival mode. We start going into focusing externally. Just like we talked about last week, we take, and we're not really focused on the internal, we're focused on the external. Well, if you go through this point of these specific months and you're just focusing on the external, you're missing so much of the beauty of life, and you are missing so much what is possible in your life. And so that's what the Finish Strong program is all about. And so the reason that I am doing it for myself, and one of the reasons why I'm offering this to other people, is because, for one, research shows that when we gather in a group, we hormonally and chemically change the brain. We're changing the nervous system, and we can much more easily create lasting habit change. And so that's hands down one of the reasons why I keep offering things like this, and I will continue to offer things like this again and again, is when we gather in a group, half of the hard work gets taken away. And I am all about making it easy. Me personally, the other reason is that I have just for a while now, felt that I've been getting stagnant and need a refreshing course, so to speak, or just an ability to refresh my intentions for what I set for 2019. I'm really needing the structure of being able to go back and seeing and celebrating all that I have accomplished, because to be honest with you, I've kind of forgotten some of it, and I've started to get really hard on myself and down and not feeling like I've been accomplishing what I have wanted to accomplish, which I know in my heart isn't true, but that's where I've been right now. So I'm not telling you that to get a pat on the back. I'm not telling you that for you to fix it. I'm not telling you that for any reason other than to share why I personally need so badly and will and want so badly to offer the Finish Strong program and to engage with it myself, not just to offer it to other people and me sitting back as if it doesn't apply to me. Ooh, it so applies to me. I'm also needing it and wanting it to reinvigorate the fact that I am enough. I am enough just as I show up today, just as I'll show up tomorrow and the next day, and that I am seen and that I am heard, because for some reason, me and my little brain sometimes get into this place where I don't feel seen and I don't feel heard. Is that true? No, it's not. But is it something that leads me to feeling where I'm not supported, or that I'm alone in the world, or that things are not working for my good? Absolutely. It sometimes happens. So, if you're catching this live, let me know if you can hear me. Let me know what you think. If you're catching this on the replay, leave a comment. I will put the information for Finish Strong in the comments just in case you are interested. Please consider joining me, but only if you're ready to have a completely fresh and new perspective for the rest of 2019. Otherwise, you're just not ready, and that's okay. If you have any questions, let me know. And as we talked about in the beginning, think about the thing that I'm channeling my inner Eva. Think about the thing that is really bringing you the most shame, and that just you keep stepping into the pit, for example, of feeling like it's tripping you up, because that is your biggest superpower. And if you take a few moments to journal prompt that, and just even if you're just simply think about it if you don't feel like journaling, and flip it around into a superpower, life will be so much sweeter. So, as usual, have a beautiful day, and I will be talking to you soon.